Good start.
Right. Hello, welcome to Artistically Declined. I'm Ian Roten, and I'm joined today by Phimosis Patient Zero, Russell Stroud.
Hello.
Today we're gonna be, since it's getting to the spookier part of the month, we're gonna be drawing some creepy cryptids from realms uncharted.
Yeah. So, Ian, what are you going to be starting with?
I'm gonna be starting with everybody's favorite husbando Mothman.
Ooh, Mothman. The one you
Russell, what
stole
are
from
you?
me because I wanted to be Mothman,
I
but
said
whatever.
if you wanted to do Mothman, you could,
And
and you
you
said
know,
no,
but
no,
you
no,
know, it
no,
was
it's
like
cool,
always
man.
nice
No,
because
no, no, it's
it's your
cool,
show.
man.
It's your show, so whatever. I'll do whatever I'll pick up the pieces. I'll pick up what you didn't want. But yeah, no. So you're starting off with Mothman.
Yeah,
Tell us about Mothman. How was he in high school? Did you two knew each other, right?
yeah. He killed himself actually.
Oh, that's that's really sad, actually. Like, holy shit, was he like
I,
what was up with him?
I know it was actually kind of traumatic. He named me in the note. So thanks for kind of bringing this back up. It took actually a lot of therapy to kind of suppress this. I what are you drawing?
Well, I'm gonna be drawing the Wendigo, a creature that admittedly has like a few different interpretations, but I'm going off of what I believe is a more traditional version of it. It's kind of like a deer man thing, usually with an
Dear
exposed.
man.
Oh,
Ah.
I think most recent incarnations kind of show him as like a weird, spindly, pale man because of that Until Dawn game that came out a few years ago.
I was thinking Spooky's House of Jump Stairs. Jump stairs.
Jump stairs.
Yeah.
Jump stairs. You shouldn't jump stairs. That's very dangerous. You're supposed to go down them very slowly.
You know what's something fucking weird?
Yeah, what's up, Ian?
I have always, for like my entire life, gone upstairs on my tiptoes.
What?
Yeah, I don't walk on them flat footed. I go up and I think I go down them flat footed, but I go up them on my tiptoes.
Wait, I think I go up them on my tiptoes too. It's just not something I've thought
Right?
about. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, that sounds right.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
it's fucking weird.
Wait, I don't even know. It's just like so like absent-minded. Like I don't know. I would have to go up the stairs real quick and see what my instinct is to do. You know, I'm gonna do that real quick. Hold on, be right back.
Okay.
Shit! I forgot that my doorknob doesn't work. I have to get my knife to fucking open up my door. I need to fix
Are
that
you
shit. God,
are you serious?
yes. I have to. I'm
Like
not
when
doing a bit right now. I have to fuck. It's so in the pain in the ass.
Russell, do you need to move in with me? Is this like, do we need to call CPS? My God, I didn't realize how bad it was. You know, actually, I think his doorknob probably does work perfectly fine. I think he just doesn't know how to operate it.
Definitely no. Yeah, I totally, absolutely tiptoes. Absolutely do the tiptoes.
That's fucking strange.
That's fucking hilarious. I never thought about it, but like tiptoes just make sense to me.
I wonder how many other people do that without like realizing it, or like they do it and they just think it's like just them, like I do, and fucking that's bizarre.
What's even weirder though is like when you brought it up, I thought you were the biggest freak on the fucking planet.
It's probably because you already think I am.
Well, yeah, but like this was gonna be the big straw that broke the camel's back, and
I see.
we just wouldn't be friends anymore.
Says the guy that doesn't know how doorknobs work and thinks he has to use a knife on them.
No, that's not. No, the doorknob's broken.
Okay. Anyway, let's get back to cryptids, shall we? When I was younger, I actually was like a pretty big cryptids fan. Like not some like weirdo or whatever, but just like, oh, this is like fucking cool concept that there's like these strange creatures out there in the world, and it's just like all these cultures have like different whatevers of like the same kind of thing. God, I cannot fucking draw this Mothman. And like, you know, there's in every fucking lake on Earth in every country, there's a Nessie. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
there's fucking Japanese and German Nessies because like anybody can see a fucking log in a lake sticking up, bobbing along, and be like, "Oh my god, that's a fucking dragon!"
Well,
You
that's
know?
yeah, that's a fascinating thing, right? Because it makes you wonder. Because obviously, you can be a pessimist or a realist and look at it that way, but there is some kind of weird phenomenon about how so many different cultures throughout different eras that are like oceans apart, completely separated from each other in multiple ways, having like very similar legends and mythologies, and it makes you wonder how that happened. It's quite likely a lot of sailors throughout different eras probably saw like I don't know some kind of jellyfish or something and thought it was a mermaid or a siren.
Well, like that's how the Kraken came to be. Is like giant squids are a sea creature, and maybe rarely people actually did see them or some shit, and or even just fucking normal squids, and then tall tales happen.
Indeed. But it's one of those cool things where it really makes you wonder. It makes it easier to trick yourself into believing.
Hmm.
Maybe I
Yeah.
shouldn't say trick because there are some people who genuinely believe it, which is totally fine too. Like we don't really have any direct evidence against it, I suppose. But
Well, but also we do because like we
no,
live in
shut
an
up. No,
era
they're real.
where nothing is.
My great grandpappy. I tell you what, my great grandpappy saw. He was drinking out last night with his boys, and he dingo saw a Bigfoot over there, and then he fired a shot. He got to go and hit him, but we weren't able to find him. Saw the blood, saw the blood on the ground there, but we had no find him. He's a tricky son of a bitch.
I said, Ma, he's coming. Get your gun. But like Bigfoot is like the perfect fucking example where it's like so Bigfoot has been, in reports since the fucking 70s or some shit, And if we were going to discover it, like it would have happened by now, and people are like, "Oh, well, I've got this fucking blurry photo of a Bigfoot. It's clearly a Bigfoot." And it's like, dude, we have technology that like can scan through fucking jungle, like deep jungle canopies and look at the groundwork below. Like we have technology that would blow your fucking mind. Like people have found something more than a blurry photo of Bigfoot by now. Like it's inevitable. People that are out there actively looking for something will find it. So the people that are just like, there absolutely is a Bigfoot. He's just a sneaky son of a bitch, and we need to shoot him with our guns. Like it's like you would have fucking found him by now. Somebody would have. Like there are $100,000 prizes out for the person that can find a Bigfoot or whatever. Like it would have happened.
Yeah, probably would have happened by now. But he's a tricky son of a bitch. I tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
Always sticking around there with them ghillie suits and them cardboard boxes, you know what I'm saying? He's a real son of a bitch.
He grew up little boys. He did it to me.
You grew up little boys, you grew up here when I was a little boy, you grew up my little boy. What are we doing?
I was really into cryptids when I was like in middle school. Like I had some like young adult books that like I'd read, and it's like, oh wow. Back then there was still some magic to me in this world.
Right, before you became a
And
pessimistic asshole.
yeah, God, that really hit hard. But I was like, I remember I just finished like a book about like this kid who finds like a jungle full of cryptids or whatever, and like there's dinosaurs and shit that are still alive, and he just like I thought it was the coolest shit. There was a show called The Secret Saturdays on Cartoon Network that I thought was really
Yeah.
rad. That was like,
Yeah! I remember
yeah,
that
it was
show.
like it was like Johnny Quest, but they go out and find fucking
That was the show
like
that introduced
cryptids.
me to the word cryptid, actually.
Yeah,
And I thought it was
yeah,
just made up for the show.
yeah. And so I remember like telling my dad just like kind of offhand, like when I grow up I want to be a cryptozoologist, before I realized that was synonymous for huge fucking loser. And he was just like,
Don't be mean. Don't be
yeah,
mean for the cryptozoologists out there. Come on.
huge fucking loser.
No.
Has no, like, that's the textbook definition. Guy who has no life, So he runs out being like, there was a Jersey Devil sighting in the area. It's like, no, there wasn't. Some guy just saw a fucking dog.
The Jerry Devil.
The Jerry Devil.
I think I heard you say Jerry Devil, so now I just imagine it's just some dude. He's just chilling out there, and he has like Halloween devil horns.
Russell, what about you? Did you have any sort of whatever towards cryptids or monsters of any sort? Did you ever?
Yeah. So one time when I was a little girl, I was out in the forest with a friend, and we stumbled upon a Wendigo, which is actually why I'm drawing him right now. And he was actually a really chill dude. He was all like, "Hey, you want some candy?" Which I know is like, that's really sus, right? That's like, oh geez, you shouldn't take candies from strangers.
Yeah.
Let alone mythological creatures that are covered in blood and have their ribcage exposed. But no, he was actually just a really nice guy. He was just, and that really taught me an important lesson of like not judging a book by its cover. But I think the closest I've ever had to like any kind of personal cryptid experience was just like convincing myself that I'm in some place haunted.
Yeah.
I know. I think once or twice when I was a lot younger, me and a couple friends would go places that were rumored to be haunted in the area, like little places of the forested area or abandoned houses. Classic 1980s horror film setup of just like, come on, dude, there's nothing actually in there. What? Wow, come on, Sherry.
Yeah, the one kid that's being a huge pussy is the one that survives.
Right.
I think Mothman's a pretty interesting one, and it's kind of weird that he's almost like the most well known, like the most, like I said, he's everyone, like every whatever, like witchy chick's husbando for some reason. Like I don't understand why, but like I think he's just a really cool sort of figure and sort of story.
Is it probably just because
like,
he's the most humanoid and easy to like animeify?
Yeah.
And like a tragic hot man with a dark past.
I wish he would show up and take me away and be a portent of my own doom.
Oh, damn.
Just like the idea of like a fucking creepy, like shadowed humanoid like creature standing on top of a bridge like days before an accident, like is a very interesting like that's the thing. The interesting ones are like the most interesting things in the world. Like they're the coolest concepts or like,
but imagine that the interesting ones are the most interesting.
Yeah, but then there's like fucking Bigfoot, and it's like, why do people even give a shit about Bigfoot, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny too, because when I was looking up a list of cryptids earlier, just for the sake of trying to find out what I want to draw, I noticed that there are a lot of ape-based cryptids, like ape man type things. There's obviously, you know, Bigfoot. There's the Yeti, and then there's like motherfucking
Russell Stroud.
Yeah, Russell Stroud. That's me. Haha. The Chupacabra, which in some depictions is mostly humanoid and has like a weird, not apish, but a similar energy. But then there's the skunk ape and the Yowie. The Yowie being Australia specific, and I guess the skunk ape.
No, that's Japanese specific, bro.
Yowie?
Yeah.
It says that on Wikipedia says the origin is Australia.
No, that's gay love, bro.
No. Fuck it.
Russell, will you be the UK to my seme?
Fuck it. Just
fuck it.
Fuck it. Just fuck it. Just fuck it.
No.
Fuck
you
it.
can go back to what you were talking about.
I'm drawing Yowie now.
Okay. Do Mothman Yowie.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll do Mothman. It'll be a guy kissing Mothman. Hold on. Ooh, this is terrible. What does Mothman look like?
I thought you were gonna say, what does Yowie look like? He's like a humanoid with like a shadowy moth head with big red eyes.
Hold on, I know what I'm doing.
Red eyes, black Mothman.
I fucking know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Shut up. God, why can't I just have a moth girlfriend?
I'm in love with my cosplay moth friend. She's a whore and she's better than you. I've shown you that, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, dude, I think I've shown it to you. It's the cosplay girlfriend music video.
That sounds vaguely familiar now.
It's a song about this really fucking stupid horrible guy who like gets dumped, and then he goes to GameStop and he meets his cosplay girlfriend, and he just like he just sings about his fucking girlfriend that does cosplay, and the whole thing is like a slight against his ex-girlfriend, so it's not like he even gives a shit about this chick. Like, he doesn't talk about her personality at all. In fact, in the refrain he goes, every time I see her she's somebody new. So it's like, you don't give a shit, you're just being a like sprick that wants to get back his ex.
Damn, got him.
Yeah, it's very funny, very funny. Look it up.
Oh, I'm sure it's hilarious, Ian. I'm drawing this Mothman guy, and I'm trying to do like the red eyes. It just looks like I'm doing like the fucking like the meme of like when people's eyes go like all red and glowy. You know?
Oh yeah,
it just looks like I'm doing that bit.
A lens flare.
Something like that, yeah. Something like that. A lens flare, we'll call it that. A fucking lens flare.
Usually it's done with like a Photoshop lens flare, if I am correctly fucking ascertaining what you're talking about.
No. It's like, it's, you know, it's just like their eyes glow red.
Yeah.
No.
Are they shiny?
No, not necessarily shiny. It's just they're glowing red. I don't know what to tell you. Like evil anime glowing red, like they've ascended.
Oh, I thought you meant like the reaction images where it's like a person's like disinterested and then they're interested and then they're interested with like the lens flare red eyes.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Jesus Christ.
We're just in two completely different worlds when it comes to internet culture, aren't we?
Yeah.
Looks
I
like
suppose
it.
so.
You're just a normie, whereas I am based.
What?
as
No,
they
I'm a
say.
fucking I'm a horrible like annoying ass hipster that wants my Bad Luck Brian's back.
Yeah, you're a bit normie. I'm gonna be honest with you.
How am I normie? I don't fucking use
You're
memes.
a little normie.
How?
I'll be real with you, Ian.
You're the one that says fucking sus and bae and bruh and shit. Like, that's the most normie shit in the world.
I've never said bae in my life.
Yeah, huh?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Only ironically during high school. Shut up.
Russell.
What? What's up?
Cryptids are pretty cool, huh?
Cryptids are neat. What are you leading into?
I don't know.
I was like, are you about to lead into a sponsor? Did you get paid or like?
Yeah. Rate Shadow Legends. All right, well, let's move on. What are we each drawing next?
What do I want to draw next? I'm gonna draw the motherfucking the hide behind.
The Hide Behind. I see.
I really like that name because it's kind of a dumb name, but I like the concept of the character. I say character, but I'm not sure what kind of animal it's supposed to be based off of. If it's supposed to be like bear-like or something
Yeah,
like that. But
the pictures seemed very like different in interpretation.
oh yeah, very different. But I'm just trying to say if like there's a universal concept of what it's meant to be. But the general idea is that it's some weird creature that just hides behind trees, and that's why it's called hide behind. And I guess I guess it like lurks and stalks people. Is the idea.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try doing that. Let me see if I can
I'm going to be drawing the Chupacabra, which is one that I've always thought was very, very amusing in terms of it's got a very funny name.
That's racist. That's very insensitive towards their culture to say
No, like
that word. It sounds funny. How could you?
No, it's not. It's not the word that sounds funny. It's the meaning. Shit ass.
Okay, what does it mean?
Goat sucker. Oh, who's laughing now?
I'm sorry. That just really caught me off guard.
Did you not know that that's what it was?
No, I genuinely. Do you think I'm doing a bit? No. I genuinely didn't know that.
This fucking guy is a little creepy little pervert. Yeah, so they come up and they suck goats out and leave them for dead. This fucking fly, I swear to God. And so I kind of wanted to we talked about this sort of little topic before, but like how there's sort of like a with the internet and how people have become more connected through like all over the world, a lot of myths kind of get demystified, you know?
Sure.
Like even early internet had its own myths and rumors and like legends and shit, you know?
Uh huh.
But like as it's gone on, you know, the debunkability and like the overall like massive connection has kind of like rendered a lot of that completely, you know, everybody knows what's fake and what's real
Yeah,
anymore.
ever since our boy Chills exposed them all.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
Not at all before that. uh
no creepy pastas can run from our boy now.
yeah, but like yeah, like that's a perfect example, like cool creepy stories that like if the person's a good storyteller like make people actually frightened. You know, there's been Sonic EXEs before, which is like, why is this a fucking creepypasta? Why does this scare people? But like, then there's other ones that are like legitimately like really well done, and I think some of the best of those is kind of the SCPs, and those are kind of like I feel the last like vestige of the sort of urban legends and like the best of the creepypasta type things, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Like
SCP
that are
is so
still out there.
strong because everyone knows it's a bit, but because
Hmm.
everyone knows that everyone's participating in it like openly, it helps add that immersion to it. Because no one's gonna be like that asshole who's like, whatever, it's not real. Because like that's not the point.
So Russell, you're telling me that the My Little Pony SCP is real?
Is there a My Little Pony SCP?
Oh, there's tons. There's tons, and
That's neat. Yeah.
like I've heard from like research into that sort of stuff that like they police and like clean up the site like pretty
Yeah.
whatever, like you know, somebody writes an article and it's either shit or
Right. Yeah, they have to quality assurance.
yeah, and so like there's a lot of policing on that front, which I think is really good. But you know, because it's anybody can make these. There's always some, you know, sometimes there's not always the best writers, but they're like, I want to do an SCP. I I could write one, and it's just like not the same quality as like a person who can actually write.
And then they think that just filling in a bunch of censor black streaks are like equivalent to adding mysticism.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No offense to anyone who's done that, but there are other ways to help add to the mystique of a creature
Yeah.
or a story. But yeah,
If
absolutely.
anything, I think like the less censoring that there is in them, like the better. Like if you can really choose your battles on that, like what makes things scary is like the omission of stuff. But when you omit so much that it's like it's more of a distraction than it is kind of a boon to your storytelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like to better word it, the concept of fear best comes from the inability to understand, but not
Yeah,
necessarily the lack of information. Um,
yeah, yeah.
So to omit information is important when you know when to do it. Because if you give just enough information, so that way you have a base understanding of how something works, but then there's a lot of these added mysteries of not how things don't work together. If that makes sense.
Hmm.
I feel like the best example would be like it's just the uncanny valley, but in a descriptive sense rather than purely visual.
Yeah, I think a pretty good like example is horror movies where you could take something like Blair Witch Project or Cloverfield, where you never see the monster until maybe the very end, but like they're at their scariest when you don't know what they are. Like if you take like Freddy versus Jason, Freddy looks fucking funny. Like he's a little scary, yeah, but like he's funny because he's a known entity, and like that known entity is really goofy. Um, but somebody like Jason is very hidden. You don't know what he's capable of. You don't know what he looks like. Like all that information is hidden from the observer, which makes him infinitely more scary than Freddy Krueger ever will be. Um, I had a point I was going. Oh yeah, yeah. You wouldn't get this particular example because you're a fucking weirdo that hasn't watched Stranger Things yet for some reason.
I don't care
But
for it. I'm sorry.
we haven't watched it.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
That's not a I don't care for it as in I don't like it. I just don't care.
Okay. I really don't understand that logic, but whatever.
I don't know.
Uh, but there's a monster in season one of that for the most part stays hidden in the darkness, hidden in the shadows. You know, you don't see a whole lot of it, and so it's fucking scary when characters are about to encounter it, and then right at the end, they have a fight with it in the middle of like a decently well lit school with all the walls painted white. So like the really bad 3D model like stands out very prominently.
Right.
And it's just like, oh, this thing that was like it was probably CG like in all those dark scenes, but it looked more like puppety and physical. Like that's scary. But the second you show it in all of its like poor 3D modeling glory, and it doesn't, like if it was a guy in a rubber suit, that's way more scary because it has physicality to it. Like you can tell that it's real, so it'll present kind of more of a threat. But whenever you show something like that, it's just like all that pretense of fear and like mystery is dropped, and it's like, oh, so this is exactly what we were dealing with. Like you can ascertain the exact like threat, and then it stops being scary.
You're absolutely right. What's funny though is we actually, you and I personally had a very similar conversation about this a few weeks ago, maybe about a month or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was bringing up how with movies like the original Halloween or even the 1980s version of The Thing, fantastic films, because for Halloween specifically, it introduced this new concept of a threat in a neighborhood setting, which at the time was mostly unheard of. Like nowadays, I'm sure plenty of people are used to the idea of like crime and neighborhoods and all that. But for the setting that Halloween proposed, it added a new fear to people. It was something unheard of, and the way Michael Myers just moved around, just ominously, just stalking people from such a far distance without actually doing anything for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Just like it was so terrifying because it's hard to understand what this man is thinking, and we don't even know if like who's behind the mask, that kind
Right.
of thing. It was just so good. It was the
Yeah.
epitome of the slasher genre. And
Mm-hmm.
then with The Thing, just the natural concept of not knowing who's infected or the thing now,
Mm-hmm.
that's terrifying. And even the practical effects, what you were saying with the CGI, with the practical effects there were a few key moments here and there where it was shown full blown out, but it was rewarding and satisfying. But what you saw was still a horrific mess that doesn't tell you what you're dealing with,
Yeah.
and that's amazing. The funny thing is, we got into that conversation back then because you were trying to make a comedic point about chest sizes.
Was that where that originated from?
Yes, because you were having a joke argument with me about what size of chest is better on women, and
That's right.
the next day, because I just was not having any of your shit, the next day you proposed to me like, hey Russell, what do you think is better? Movies like Halloween or whatever where the killer is like a mystery, or like stuff where like the threat is like full blown? And I said, well, obviously whenever it's a mystery it's better. And then you were like, see, exactly. So according to my diagram, my illustration, you'll see that a small chest implies hidden potential.
Yeah. Infinite hidden potential.
Yeah, now
You know what? I'll
show,
throw up the
yeah,
thing.
You had to show it now, because then
What?
I'll sound stupid out of context, but which I still don't understand the logic, because if you're saying that there's hidden potential in like an impossible space, then aren't you still at the end of the day glorifying larger chests like anyways?
No, because that's a defined entity. That's the Freddy Krueger.
That doesn't make sense. I don't think it translates like that, Ian. I think
You look at Freddy Krueger and you laugh. He looks like a burn victim. That's what big chests
I
look
just
like.
don't think it matters.
Big chests look like burn victims. That's the lesson to take away at the end of the day.
But like Freddy, what? No.
Your logic is flawed, Stroud.
I don't have any logic because I'm trying to tell you it doesn't. I don't fucking care. I just think your logic's stupid. That's all I care about.
Now you just sound like me.
You literally
Ooh.
came up with it to annoy me, and it's working.
I did not.
You did! You did! You
I
did!
didn't. I didn't.
You totally did.
Well, I came up with the entire thing specifically to annoy you when you were infuriating me by using your
How was
little
I
half-formed
infuriating
reasoning.
you? I was giving you logic, like, Ian, your thing doesn't make sense.
Okay, look, you take a fucking theoretical concept like light being both particles and waves. Like, there's no way to fucking prove that in a realistic world. Nobody's ever done that. Nobody ever will. You can't prove that. Light's a fucking act of God, and it's not something that people can actually, experiment on.
Ian,
But,
I
the
literally have
theory
no
still
idea what point
exists.
you're making right now. I
The theory
literally
still
have no
exists,
idea.
and you can go on
What
acts of
point are
theory.
you making? Well,
Flat as justice.
that's fine. It's okay if you think that. But your logic makes no sense.
It does.
It doesn't. It really doesn't, Ian.
Dude, I'm so sad the snow cone place closed down for the summer.
Oh, wait. What?
Yeah, they closed on the 4th.
Wait.
Except, no, that's the bullshit thing, is that they
Closed for
actually,
the summer?
well, like, the season.
Because wouldn't they be open during the summer? It's fall now, Ian.
I know, I'm
Closed for
saying
the
that,
fall.
no, for the duration of the summer, they are now closed.
What? The summer's over.
Yes.
What are you saying?
That for the summer season, it is now closed.
That makes no sense.
It's the declaration that the season is
they were
over.
open during summer.
Yes.
Yeah, so you don't say it's closed for the summer.
School's out for the summer.
Yes,
See?
because that's when school is out, during the summer. But if the franchise that we're talking about is closed during the fall, then it's closed for the fall or winter, the cold season. It's not closed for the summer because it was open during the summer.
Something for the summer.
For the summer.
Loving in the summertime. It's the summertime. Now, let's go to our third one.
Yeah, woo.
So this is another one you wanted to do that I stole.
No. Oh, that you're about to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That would be the flat face flat bat sat on a rat my hat.
That poor rat.
What was it called again?
The Flatwoods Monster.
Okay, Flatwood. Yeah. Okay. So you get where I was going for.
Yeah. Flat cat bat smat.
Yeah. For sure.
Russell.
Yeah. What's up, Ian?
What's your opinion on bath mats?
Bath mats?
Yeah.
Like a mat you put in the bathroom for you to step on after stepping out of the bath?
Yeah.
Well, first you dry off in the shower, then you step onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very useful.
What's your opinion on?
They're useful.
Sure.
I don't know what I don't know what you're trying to get me to say here.
I can't fucking I hate walking on cold tile floors. So like whenever they're there, I'm like, this is like walking on a dream.
Oh,
And then whenever they're not there,
I just don't want the floor to get wet.
Russell, the floor gets wet when you walk by all the ladies. So I don't think you have much control over that.
God, Ian, what is it like being so fucking hilarious?
You're mean.
What? Bark. So yeah, tell me about the flathead Jersey monster thing. Fuck.
It looks like something out of Alice in Wonderland.
It does a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like a space age Alice in Wonderland story. Okay, so actually this morning, it's a little coincidence. When I was researching these, I looked up a snark and a boojum, and
wait, say that again.
Snarks and boojums.
So what is that?
A snark. Okay, look, Russell. Snarks are the fucking coolest shit. Unless they're a boojum. If it's actually a boojum, then you're fucking done for.
What the fuck what's a snark and a boojum?
It's a Lewis Carroll poem that I found out about this morning that actually takes place in the same like universe as the Jabberwocky poem, about this crew that goes out to find a snark, and they're a motley crew, and there's actually a lot of character development, and like friendships are made, and love is formed between friends, and they're all out to hunt a snark, and the fucking captain of the expedition is a bell ringer guy, and he loves ringing his fucking bell, is the point, and he super wants a snark, and so they finally track one down to this magical island, and it's then just found that if it's actually a boojum, they're fucked because it can just straight up disintegrate a motherfucker. So they go through fucking trials and tribulations on this island, and then finally this guy finds one and he's like, "It's a snark! It's a boo!" And then he fucking vanishes, and they look for him, and they're just like, he's just fucking gone. He's dead.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
That's fucking metal as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I still don't have any idea what they are though.
No, and that's the beautiful thing, and circles back around to what we were talking about. Lewis Carroll specifically, even though there were illustrations made for it, he didn't want there to be any depiction of what a snark or a boojum looked like.
But they sound stupid. Like, that sounds so fucking stupid.
No, it's cool.
I love that name.
I fucking love boojum a lot.
It sounds like Heffalumps and Woozles.
Yeah.
I love it.
I still have fucking the Jabberwock poem memorized from middle school.
Jabberwock poem.
Yeah. Don't you remember the poetry cafe jams that we had to do?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so we had to, in our middle school class, this one teacher that we absolutely adore, wonderful lady.
Yeah, greatest person ever.
But everyone hated these poetry jams she would make us do every year, and it was very excruciating in the sense that it was just like you had to put yourself out there as a middle schooler and present in front of a large thing of your peers, and the peers were all middle schoolers, of course, so they're just waiting for you to fuck up.
Right.
Yeah. So everybody had to like make a poem to read, and then they had to perform one that already exists. Do you remember yours?
I do actually remember the poem that I did.
Wow.
Fucking, I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's a classic one. It's the Road Less Traveled, or The Road Not Taken, by
Right.
Robert Frost. Yeah, by Robert Frost. And I actually legit like that poem, but
Yeah.
whatever.
It's a solid one.
But yeah, no.
But I find his sort of creatures and stuff to be a really like in terms of being cryptids, like I think that's a really interesting sort of fucking design, like to make these creatures that exist purely in the mind, like nobody knows what a Jabberwock looks like because I'm going to ignore the fucking horrible Tim Burton movie, or Bander.
Tim Burton movie, what?
Yeah, okay, so the emo Hot Topic Alice in Wonderland Tim Burton movie
yeah, okay.
came out a few years ago. He made the entire plot basically like they just lifted all of the words from the Jabberwock poem, and was like made it into a really edgy, shitty plot device. Like, "Oh, Alice, you have to get the Vorpal sword, and on the Frabjous day you must slay the Bandersnatch," and it's like, fuck off, god damn it, like that's the shittiest thing ever. Like it's a fucking fun, creative like poem, and you're just like taking all the words out of it and turning them into, god, I don't know, I'm just ranting my normal rants here at this point. But like it really was something that bugged me when it came out at the time, because it was just like all this cool shit just gets filtered through the Tim Burton Hot Topic emo lens, and same thing happens over and over again. I don't know, whatever, fuck it, who cares?
Nothing matters.
Yeah.
I don't think I talked about what I'm going to be drawing here yet.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
good. I'm doing the I'm doing the Hellhound creature,
Ooh,
which is
that's frightening.
yeah, which is a bit simple in concept. Admittedly, it's just it's a dog, but it's all like fiery and all that. But I think what I'm doing for it will justify the simplicity, for sure.
Simple and clean
And
is.
you'll see how that. Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Every episode has to have Kingdom Hearts in it.
No, fuck.
Russell,
Ian,
let's play a little role-playing game.
I don't want to, but okay, let's do it.
Okay. So I like doing things like coming up with games for my friends, and I came up with this one a little while ago. You find yourself standing in a room that's very white. It's a small cylinder, and so now you tell me what you do, and kind of like an RPG. So go.
Okay. What's in the room?
You seem to be standing in some sort of like cream in the cylindrical room.
A cream?
Yes.
I'm standing in cream. How much cream is there?
It's taking up about half the size total of the cylinder.
And how big is the cylinder?
It's like 2 feet taller than your head total.
Okay, and how's the lighting in this room?
It's somewhat well lit. The walls are somewhat opaque, and there's a light coming out through them.
Okay, and is there like are there windows?
All of it is this semi-opaque material.
Okay, so so I can see kind of outside.
Yeah.
What's outside?
It's a little hard to tell. It's shadowy above and behind you, but outwards in front of you, there's a lot more light.
Okay. What's in my pockets?
You don't seem to be wearing any clothes.
I'm naked.
Yes.
Okay. How much battery charge is on my Switch?
Your Switch does not seem to be with you at the moment.
That's unfortunate.
Indeed.
Is there anyone with me?
No.
Do I know what kind of cream it is?
Not off the top of your head.
I eat the cream.
It's salty.
I don't know if that's good or bad. Ian?
I don't know. What am I supposed to tell you there?
Like, I don't know why it's salty. Why is cream salty?
That's not information you're privy to at the moment.
I don't understand the situation I'm in.
Well, you're okay. It's starting to get a bit warmer in the room.
Okay.
You don't know if you'll like how long you'll be able to last if you can't get out.
So I have to get out.
Yes.
Okay, I guess I break out.
How?
I break open the cylinder or whatever that I'm in.
How?
By breaking it?
How?
But what do you mean how?
What method are you using to break the cylinder?
What method do I have, Ian?
I can't tell you that.
If there's literally nothing else except cream, all I have is my own body.
Okay, so what do you do?
I try to break it open with my body. Concussive force.
So you're trying to slam against it?
Sure.
Okay. As you start moving, you kind of trip. You realize that you're not used to the legs you've got, and you look down. They're blue, and you seem to have digigrade equine legs.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh. It's really heating up now. The cream is starting to boil.
Wait a second.
It's turning orange.
No. No!
You died.
Dark Souls text just.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't
That
like
was
you.
solid.
I don't like
That
you.
was solid.
That was a slow burn. I just genuinely was just like, I don't know how to respond to this, but
I was really like afraid that you might catch on sooner.
I was kind of intentionally just being an asshole and just like
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
asking a bunch of pointless questions, just like
Naturally. Yeah.
I don't know what else I can BS here at this point.
Yeah. No, I get you. I get you. That was good. That was solid.
God damn it. That's it. You're getting in the jar.
Old Godzilla was hopping around
Tokyo
Tokyo City like a big playground when suddenly Batman bursts from the shade and hit Godzilla with a bat grenade.
Did you ever see the orgy version of that?
I have not.
It's really gross.
I will take a look later.
It's just I think it was made around the same time back when I was like that was very popular, but
Sure.
yeah, it's really gross. It's just everyone fucking instead of fighting.
I was a massive pussy when that came out, so like I had a friend who I went over to his house a lot, and he and one of his sisters were trying to show it to me, and I was getting very agitated by the amount of blood and death in it, just because I wasn't super exposed to a lot of that at the time, and so I was like, I can't watch this. Like I didn't like seeing like Batman getting shot or whatever. And so I was like, I can't watch any more of this. I'm gonna go sit in the other room. And they're like, oh, come on, dude. Like it's almost over. And I was like, fine, I'll stay. And then Mr. Rogers goes and kills himself at the end, and it really bothered me. And it was just a lot more violent and bloody and stuff than I had been expecting.
Oh, you poor baby.
Yeah, I was a very fucking like sensitive kid.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's not what I would expect from you.
Yeah. No, I was a fucking massive pussy when I was in elementary and middle school.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I was too. But
yeah.
But yeah, that's surprising though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I learned to be a man and a man up, and I'm a man now. And now I just talk about things I hate.
I think that just makes you an asshole.
Oh yeah. You're right. Dude, okay. So you wanna know what happened to me the other day?
What happened to you the other day, Ian? Please enlighten me about your adventures.
No, this is very strange. My father made a "all your bases are belong to us" joke. Which even me, who likes his old memes, like I haven't heard that one in a fucking minute.
Right.
And I was like, oh my god, I think that like their culture is like catching up. So like. Soon they're gonna be like listening to Nyan Cat and then having like reverse penguin memes and like overly obsessed GF memes, and it's gonna be like a weird thing where like that culture's gonna come back and like the older generation having a renaissance.
That sounds terrifying.
No, it sounds great. I happily accept their overlords. I'll be a Benedict Arnold for that cause any day.
Oh heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that is very bizarre though.
Right? I did like a double take and I was like, "Excuse me, father. Was that what I Daddy, was that what I thought it was?" He said, "My boy."
Did you just use a dead meme, father?
All right, I won.
To be fair, CDI Link never stops being funny for me.
Russell, is it okay? I want you to answer this with a yes or no.
Okay.
Is it true?
Yes.
That you once beat children but now have stopped doing so?
Shit. Fuck. No.
Okay, so you have not stopped doing so.
Wait, no, I have never beaten children, so there was nothing.
No,
to stop
see,
doing.
I said to answer with a yes or a no.
That's bullshit. I hate you. I fucking hate you.
I started watching a show that I haven't watched in a number of years back again. Yeah, it's called Eureka.
Oh,
it's I
remember that show.
Yeah, you know that show?
I didn't follow it closely, but my father was a big fan of it.
Okay. It's basically a show about this federal marshal guy who accidentally ends up in this very secret secluded town called Eureka, and it's full of some of the world's greatest geniuses. And they have a company there called Global Dynamics, and so they whip up all sorts of crazy contraptions there. And everybody in the town's a genius, not just the people that work there. So like even the guy running the local cafe has like crazy technology. And so the sheriff is not a genius; he's just an average Joe. But he's also the one that ends up saving the town from all of these catastrophes they get themselves into. Because every week, basically, there's some project at GD that goes wrong, and they
Amazing that they haven't been defunded yet.
right. Well, like that's an annoying plot point. So often is it's like, oh, the general from the Department of Security is coming down for a demonstration today, and everything's wacky. We're gonna get shut down, and it's like, yeah, this is the 50 millionth time this has happened, and there's even and so the sheriff fixes the problem every time because like everybody else has their noses up their own asses, and so they don't recognize like the things that are right in front of them. But this like average podunk kind of dumb sheriff, he picks up on things that were told to him earlier in the episode, and he manages to come up with something that actually works. But like there have been episodes where like the general comes and he's like, this is the number of catastrophe level events since the sheriff has come to town, so I'm firing him. And it's like, he has nothing to do with these. He's been the one that's been saving the entire town from the catastrophe level events. Like, how in anybody's fucking brain do they not like process that this is like not how you stop the problems from happening? Mm-hmm. Like, you stop them by taking control away from the insane scientists.
Right.
And it's a pretty good show. I don't think it's one that should probably be binged too much, because I was binging it and like a lot of problems start becoming more visible. Like, so much of it is like of course, if we plug the mainframe into the whatever, it'll cause a major short circuit that'll shut down the machine. And it's like, none of these words mean anything. And I can tell because you say the same words that don't mean anything every episode. Yeah. But it's a really good show.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mainly don't remember much from the show. I just knew it was always like my father always had the Sci-Fi Channel on, like, all the time. Mm-hmm. The only thing I openly remember from watching the Sci-Fi Channel was whenever they would run the live action Doom movie on there, and then it was heavily censored and cut out because that's a horrible movie to have on TV.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Nowadays we get like generic bullshit that I hate.
Yeah. Oh. But some generic bullshit that I know you wouldn't hate is Cobra Kai, another show that I binged. I didn't even talk about it that much. Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I did?
I'm not saying shut up to you. I'm more just like, I've heard about that show a lot, and I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure
it's very good.
Go ahead and talk about it. I'm sure.
No, I won't go into it too much, but like... It's just really solid. Like, everybody's really still on top of their game from like the first movies, and aside from, you know, actually that's something that both it and Eureka have in common, is that they have really, really annoying like romantic subplots that would only be interesting or realistic to like a fucking 14-year-old.
Yeah.
Because they're just so like melodramatic, and the problems would all be solved if one person just talked to another person. But, you know, they can't just say shit to each other because then there wouldn't be a plot.
Yeah.
And everybody has to get mad and not talk to each other and like, you know, just make assumptions because that's just how it has to function. So both shows are like that, but, like, they're both really good in spite of those flaws.
Okay.
There's a great fight scene at the end of Cobra Kai that's just 20 minutes of kids in high school just beating the ever-loving shit out of each other, and it made the entire second season worth it.
Woo! Woo! Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle.
Okay, I think I'm done. Whenever you are.
Thank God.
Has it been a while?
I've been doing filler bullshit on my screen.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm very quick.
That's what she said.
Hell, hey, what's up?
Okay, all right, come on.
Let's calm down now. We have fun here. We have fun. But I think we do.
I think we do that every episode.
Do we?
I think so.
It has been a while, so I don't even remember.
Yeah, it's been a long while. We went on a nature walk together. It was very fun.
Did we? We did.
How did you forget that?
Sorry, I just had to think about it.
Jesus.
Sorry. I had to recall. I had to like search through my folders.
You silly man.
Uh.
All right. Who's gonna go first?
Let me see. I'll do mine first. So, here is the motherfucking Wendigo.
I'll fucking do it again.
Yeah.
He looks like a Crash Bandicoot enemy.
Oh yeah, he kind of does. Yeah.
Yeah. He'd be like a boss.
I based him off that really stupid drawing of Goofy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'll
fucking do it again.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah,
imagine.
I can kind of see how he looks like Crash Bandicoot. Dude, I'm so excited to play Crash 4. I want to play it so badly. It's so good.
Imagine Goofy though sticking his inky black fingers down your throat and suffocating you in black ink.
I don't want to think about that, Ian. How about we move on to your drawing?
He looks deep in your eyes and goes. He spits in your face. Here's my Mothman.
Cool. Let's see your Mothman.
Yeah, he looks like he just got caught on his way to the fucking cookie jar. You're right. I didn't consider that.
Oh, that reminds me. I should share the fucking Yowie of Mothman.
Oh right, yeah, naturally.
I didn't even think to export that. Hold on, let me. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to spell Yowie, but whatever. There we go.
Is that fucking Cloud?
I don't know. I just drew generic anime hair. I guess it kind of does look like Cloud. Like I was trying to go for like intentionally horrible anime eye.
All right. Well, you want to hit me with your what'd you do second? The Heidi face monster.
The hide behind, yeah.
Hide behind.
Motherfucking coward ass bitch.
Oh, he's hiding behind that siren head. That's cute.
Yeah.
Aw.
I thought.
Oh, that's nice.
Nicely. He's like, oh jeez, oh fuck.
Oh, your painting gradation is pretty nice in the legs there.
Oh yeah.
All right, and now here is my Chupacabra.
Let's see it. You absolute mad oh my god. What? Is that a sheep?
Yeah,
No, not the sheepy. No.
Oh wait, yeah, it's supposed to be a goat. Shit.
I guess that is
Whoops.
a goat. I guess that is a goat. No,
it's
a sheep. I see the horns. I see the horns, so like I get it. But like, no, not the poor sheep.
No, those are its eyes. Those are its eyes.
Oh.
It's very agitated.
I'm sad now. I'm sad for the poor sheepy. I don't really get what it's like. Is it sucking on its foot or something else or like?
Yeah, it's its foot.
Okay. We'll say it's foot for YouTube.
That's why I exported a mosaicked version.
Ah, I see.
You wanna hit me with your hellhound?
I don't like you, Ian. Yeah, let's just do my hellhound.
Ooh, damn. That's pretty solid. That's pretty good.
Yeah, when I looked at hellhound, I was like, that's so basic. But like when I saw it on your list, like that was like my immediate thought because I'm a degenerate.
A furry, yeah.
No.
Is the dog breathing really heavy? What's coming out of its mouth? No, there's like a weird. Okay,
it's fire. He's a hellhound.
It's very blobby fire.
I don't care. You think I care?
No, I just thought I didn't recognize it. All right, I wanted to do a background on this guy, but I didn't want to do a background on this guy. So here's my Flatwoods monster.
Oh, that's really dope. I like her.
It's like, is it a robot? Is it an alien?
It's unclear. Like I was saying before recording, like the Wendigo does too, but like the Flatwoods monster just looks like a fucking Dark Souls or a Bloodborne enemy to me, and I love it.
Yeah, there's a lot of interpretations too, like you said. Like it goes a lot of directions.
It just has such an ominous like silhouette to it, and I love it.
You know what it looks like? It looks like the second angel from Evangelion. If that means jack shit to you.
It doesn't. Okay. I don't remember. Hold on. Second angel.
It's like a weird flying penis squid.
and it has like two like ribbony tendrils on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
side,
yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it's like
Exactly, yeah.
that's the sound it makes.
All right, guys, thank you for joining us on another fantastic episode of Artistically
Do
Declined.
you want to try that again or?
No, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that, baby.
All right, cool.
You want to say goodbye?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. I also actually had a cryptid encounter myself when I was younger. My family and I went on holiday to Ireland, and like I know I ripped on earlier, kind of people seeing logs in lakes and thinking it's sea serpents or whatever. But I actually we went to Lake Loch Ness, and I wasn't expecting to see anything. But kind of when my family like went over to like the gift shop area, I was still out by the lake, and he kind of rose out of the water, and it was very personally shocking to me. And then he went, "Can I have 350?"
Ian,
Yeah.
I let you redo that bit, thinking that it was gonna be golden. You were all like, "Wait, hold on, I gotta fact check something to make sure I did that bit right," and then you did that whole thing, and this is what I get in return.
It's a really good South Park bit.
It's a reference.
It's a really good reference.
Oh man, I have never been more disappointed in my life in you, Ian.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's all up from here.
Like damn, I was like, how is he gonna hit this out of the park? And boom, foul ball.
Well, at least I'm glad that like you assumed it was gonna be a home run.
I could have been. If you were funny.
He said, "Can I have 350?"
Oh my goodness.
It was that damn Loch Ness monster.